Hello and welcome to Penalty on the Podcaster. I Just Want to Talk, the podcast where I just talk about things I want to talk about relating to the NFL. This episode is the first one after a break on Saturday. Yesterday, this is being recorded on April 30th, 2023. It's a Sunday. And it's another one in the series stretching from Wednesday in April to tomorrow from the day this is recorded. This episode, DeAndre Swift and his trade to the Eagles. Now, I'm just going to say this. This is a horrible trade. And the Eagles won. So, in the first round, the Lions selected Jahmyr Gibbs, a very talented very talented running back. While I already have another very talented running back in DeAndre Swift. So a questionable move. And just college success does not guarantee pro success, which Swift has. Then they make the bad decision to trade DeAndre Swift to the Eagles. He totally upgrades them. But, maybe they get like a first or second rounder for him. Right? Wrong. According to Adam Schefter, the Eagles get DeAndre Swift and a 7th round pick, number 249. And the Lions get a 4th round pick in 2025 and a 7th round pick, number 219. So they have a 4th rounder that comes in 2 years, and then they move up in the 7th. This is just a horrible trade. This is a bag of magic beans for an incredible, explosive workhorse running back going to a team that, this can really help the Eagles. It's such an upgrade over whatever they had before. And the entire NFC East, aside from the Eagles, absolutely hates the Lions. They gave the Philadelphia Eagles a great running back, but doing this in favor, of a rookie is just crazy. DeAndre Swift has really, carried the rushing attack for the Lions, even though Jamal Williams got more touchdowns. It was Swift who would get him to the 1-yard line and for him to, go into the end zone on 1-yard touchdowns. But this is just shocking because I covered the first round of the draft. I was very surprised that they used a first round selection to select a running back when they already have a very capable person playing that position. And now to trade that person away for a bag of magic beans and a penny is crazy. They basically traded it for a bag of magic beans and a lucky penny. They just a first rounder in 2 years and moving up in the 7th round is such a horrible trade for a very good running back. And the Eagles, Howie Roseman is truly a genius, and assembling this is a super team. It was before, but even more so now. This is a super team, and the Lions just gifted them a running back, and they were kind of in the market for one. So this was a gift, truly. And the Eagles are just so good. They're drafting basically the entire 2021 Georgia defense, though, or defensive line. They've already got Jordan Davis, and now they have Jalen Carter. The Dogs are going to suck for a very long time if they can't regain this defensive talent. But still, the Eagles giving up pennies to get such a good running back. Now, the Lions, what are they doing? Like, they just got fleeced, and it's their own fault. What were they doing selecting a running back in the first round when they already have one? And then, what were they doing trading that running back while in favor of someone who has never played for you? Like, they gotta at least retain Swift until, like, training camp and where they can assess Jahmyr Gibbs' talent, right? Nope. Off goes DeAndre Swift because, who needs, a proven running back? Like, I don't know, no one needs a proven running back. I mean, it's not like teams with a horrible run game lose. I mean, look at the 2022 Rams. Their run game was horrible, and I don't want to talk about that. I'm a Rams fan. But still, trading away such a proven running back in favor of a rookie is just a really stupid move. Now, I will say, this does have a possibility of doing well, but still, the Lions should have traded Swift for more, even if Jahmyr Gibbs is great. And another thing that is something to consider, DeAndre Swift doesn't put up huge numbers in the rushing yards category. In 2022, he had 99 carries for 542 yards, which isn't good, but 99 carries isn't a ton over a season for a running back. And he did share a backfield with Jamal Williams, and so that's a thing. So DeAndre Swift, but they should have kept him. They really should have kept him. Now, if Jahmyr Gibbs, has his knee explode in preseason or training camp, Lions have David Montgomery. I think they would rather have DeAndre Swift than David Montgomery. And then if Jahmyr Gibbs stays healthy but just proves to be a horrible running back, which can happen when college players join the NFL, they can be horrible. And they would likely want DeAndre Swift back. And they're not even getting good compensation. A 4th rounder in 2 years and moving up in the 7th is really bad compensation. And, they don't really have an excuse for it like the Rams. The Rams, were in such deep trouble that they had to trade Allen Robinson away for nothing. But they're not that desperate. And by the way, an episode on the Rams is coming out the next day that I can, where there's no breaking news, like the DeAndre Swift one. I would rather this be an episode on the Rams than on DeAndre Swift, but this is breaking news. So, for the Eagles, this is huge. They now have an upgrade or replacement for Miles Sanders, and such a great running back. I mean, Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell too. The Boston Scott Giant Slayer and Kenneth Gainwell gains pretty well, but to lead the running back room, DeAndre Swift, and DeAndre Swift can also be good in the passing game. So this is really huge for the Eagles, who are trying to assemble a super team. And I did say it in my Super Bowl 57 review. The Eagles are going to be back, and I think they will definitely be back with DeAndre Swift leading the run game. And then in the passing game, their quarterback is Jalen Hurts. And then their two best receivers are like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. That's a great receiver room. And they have others too, yes. And then Dallas Goedert as tight end. This is going to be an unstoppable offense. And then, of course, their scary defense and, the defensive line and all that. So for the Eagles, this is really big and really beneficial, and this will really help them get back to a position where they can go and win a Super Bowl. And this is like their dream. They get a running back for a bag of magic beans. And like that's all. They traded away so little. And like it doesn't even take effect for another year. Like there will be a draft between now and when that pick for the Lions takes place. So that's enormous for the Eagles, giving away so little and then getting such a good running back that they can really count on. And, well, that's really all I have for today. It's a bit of a short episode, but it's really all I had to say. DeAndre Swift got traded, and the Eagles won the trade, definitely. They fleeced the Lions. And so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And some messages that I forgot to say at the beginning of the episode. This podcast is currently unsponsored. If you would like to sponsor this podcast or contact me for whatever reason, my email will be in the description. If you would like to listen to this podcast on another platform, this podcast is on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and RSS Community. The links to all those will be in the description. RSS Community is the recommended way to listen because you can view the transcripts, but YouTube does have subtitles. Another thing is this month, April 2023, I am a download away, as of recording this, from hitting 150 on the month. So if you're listening to this, hit 150. Yay, wonderful, woohoo. So, yeah, it's been a great month. Thanks to all my listeners for supporting the show. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. Costs nothing and it takes about a second. And you can always change your mind later. And make sure to hit that bell or subscribe or follow or whatever on whatever platform you're listening on to never miss an episode. Once again, thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this installment of Penalty on the Podcaster. I Just Want to Talk, and you'll hear more of me next episode.